Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. Today on this episode number 43, we talk about can Montreal move up in the NHL Draft 2022. Don't go nowhere. Hey, you know the drill. Please click on the like, subscribe to the show, sharing this video. And finally, below this video, leave me a comment about the episode number 43. And today, we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens move up and the draft. Is it possible? The trade bait, the rumor is getting a little bit more hotter about the defenseman, right defenseman Jeff PETRY. I'm going to give you its friend way for the NHL Draft 2022. The best forward on different categories today. This coming from Elite Prospect. And finally, we'll talk about the different update for the NHL playoff. Let's dive in. Listen, the last time the Montreal Canadiens moved up in the draft, it's unbelievable. 12 years ago, they go from 27 to 22 and they draft a Jared Denardy. So give you an idea, Montreal never been a really aggressive on the draft. They always go backwards, and that was the philosophy of Marc Bergevin. But I feel with Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon, they're going to be really aggressive. This year, they have 5 picks in the first 66 pick in NHL. That's almost like 5 picks in the first 2 rounds. The player they could target, if ever they move up from their 26 pick, I believe they could targeting Jonathan Leterrier-Mackie. He projected as the number 7 to 15 in NHL. We talk about Frank Nazar. I believe on that draft is maybe the most underrated players because he played behind a Logan Cooley. Another player, Ivan Miroshnichenko, he dropped a lot because he got kind of illness with a cancer. He did not play almost all year. And I think this kid could become a great asset in any team in NHL. Finally, Brad Lambert. This is really a roller coaster with Brad Lambert since 3 years ago. He got a lot of high expectation. I believe, honestly, Lambert could become a great hockey player in NHL. But how the Montreal Canadiens can do that? How they can do those kind of moving up? So first of all, they have a couple of teams they could look. Columbus have 2 picks, 6 and 12 in this draft NHL. We expect, what the rumor was, they maybe try to trade those both picks to the New Jersey Devils, and the New Jersey Devils could take one of the 2 trade to the Montreal Canadiens. We heard possible also Islanders are maybe looking to trade their 13th pick if they find someone interesting. Both teams I just mentioned to you are targeting Josh Anderson for the Montreal Canadiens. Then the Buffalo Sabres guys have 2 picks, 9 and 16. I think they have maybe a team the Montreal Canadiens should targeting. Finally, Dallas Star is number 18 draft pick this year. Involved, I believe, Jeff PETRY if they have a trade between both teams. So what they can do in return to move up, the Montreal Canadiens should give picks, prospect, and also possible Josh Anderson could be involved and Montreal could move up. Let's move up to the trade bait. Today, we talk about Jeff PETRY. After they trade Shea Weber to the Vegas Golden Knights, the rumor now is starting to get a little bit more about Jeff PETRY. He should be the next one for the Montreal Canadiens. And the rumor are 2 teams. The first, the Detroit Red Wings, are possible looking for the right defenseman, veterans. The name of Jeff PETRY with the Detroit Red Wings, because PETRY is coming from Michigan area. They really believe could one direction he can go, PETRY. We know PETRY does not want to go nowhere in Canada. And the second team should be, or it could be also the Dallas Star. Why, coach? Because possibly they're losing the UFA John Glenberg, and they may be interested to add another right defenseman in their lineup. And the cost of PETRY is cheaper than what Glenberg is asking, and I think that would be a good benefit. What the Montreal can get in return for the Detroit Red Wings, a 2nd-round pick and possible a prospect. Why not a 1st-round pick? Because Detroit was not give them 10 pick for sure. So expect more the 2nd-round pick. They have 2 2 second-round pick this year. High prospect and return for PETRY. And then Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised that number 18 that we talked about earlier could be one at the target for the Montreal Canadiens. And they get also a prospect like DELANEY, could be one of them. So that's what we talk about Jeff PETRY today as a player for the trade bait. Today, I want to changing a little bit, guys, the section about the NHL Prospect Draft 2022. I got this from Elite Prospect, and I'm sharing with you a couple of categories for the forward, who they are the best on each categories. Let's starting with the best power forward. It's come from Gerard Slakowski. We know he's a 6'4". Connor Gauthier is number 2. Marco Kasper, number 4. Nathan Gaucher, 6'5", from the Quebec Remparts. And another from Team USA is Roger McCrody. So they are the best power forward. Now the best two-way players, number 1, Shane Wright. 2nd, Owen Beck. 3rd, Marco Kasper. 4th, Jiri Kulich. And number 5th is Lucan Cooley. A great player. Both of them, at least 2 of them will be the top 5. I expect Kasper could be the top 12. Kulich, top 25. Owen Beck is promoted as number 40 to 35, or maybe 30. This is something we have to follow up with Owen Beck. Now, the hottest hitter. And this draft, we talk about Joshua Davis. We talk about Leon Bichel. He's a big 6'5", 6'6" defenseman. David Jiricek is another great right defenseman. Should be top 5 in the draft. Marco Kasper, again. And Gerard Slakowski, another great. The best transition forward. So when you get out the zone, break out from the defensive to offensive, carry on the puck. Frank Nazar, another, I believe this one is the most underrated in this draft. Brett Lambert, top 15 in this draft. Lucan Cooley, top 3 with Shane Wright in this draft. And finally, Philippe Mézard, where some people put him in between 15 to 20, some put 20 to 30. But Mézard has some upside down. Another one, the best straight line skater. It's talking about Brett Lambert, Frank Nazar, Philippe Mézard, Lucan Cooley, and Paul Lutwinski. The best mother is Marco Kasper, Denton Medichuk, Philippe Mézard, Paul Lutwinski, and Connor Gauthier. That's complete, guys, today. All these fun categories we have for you. Finally, to complete the episode number 43, we have the game number 2 in NHL Stanley Cup Final. It's going to be tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. If you live in USP on ESPN, we're going to do a live stream a game tonight, of course, with the coach Friendship for the play-by-play commentary. The Colorado Avalanche take the lead at that moment, 1-0. And finally, I want to remind you, please don't forget, today and Saturday, we have the special guest from Draft Pro talking about the NHL Draft 2022. The director of the scouting for this company is going to join us, Mr. Jared Brown. We invite each one of you to join us today, Saturday, June 18 at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Here we go, guys. This complete an amazing, great episode at Daily News. Before we leave, we want to remind you, of course, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the show, leave me below this video a comments about episode number 43. And finally, yes, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing Saturday, everybody.